First thing that they think is that, are they losing interest? You gotta understand, if men take you for granted, most likely it's something that you did that made them take you for granted. You're selling yourself short. You're giving them Melissa creepy energy, okay? And a lot of the times, men just need to feel you pulling back in order for them to see your true value. It's like when you meet someone and you could tell they're trying hard, but then when they get comfortable with you, you could see their true personality. A lot of the times, you're not really showing a guy your true personality, and they're rejecting you, not because of you, but because of the performance that you're giving. It's just so awful because it's riddled with insecurity that they never truly get to know who you really are. And you never truly feel that acceptance. What a lot of women don't understand is that who you are when you're not trying is your most attractive self. It's plain and simple. Who you are when you're not trying is your most attractive self. This is not how Melissa really looks. In reality, Melissa is actually... Oh, one second. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
In reality, when you're not trying to gain somebody's interest, when you're not trying to win somebody over, you are extremely attractive. How do you know that? Well, when you don't like someone, why is it that when you don't like a guy, they like you back? Because you're actually being yourself, right? So, a man will start to think, is she losing interest? When effort, let's get the stick, people, because that's how you guys actually listen to me. When effort decreases, when you stop giving him all those gifts, right? When you stop doing all of those spinneroonies and backflips for him, suddenly they notice a shift. And that shift is really attractive. That shift actually shows confidence. That shift actually shows a sense of self-esteem. Okay, in fact, a lot of the times guys just want to see that. And that shift comes in your face. Like sometimes when you're needy and creepy, you're like this. But when you stop trying, they'll notice that it's almost like a different person. You're more like this. You go from golden retriever to a wolf. And guys find that shift attractive, right? And that shift, so the silence creates the uncertainty and makes them seek certainty, okay? So when you stop trying with the guy, right? All of a sudden they'll say, okay, what's going on? What's going on? Did I do something wrong? And that will get them to think. A lot of the times, that's when they start thinking about doing romantic things for you. A lot of the times, that's when they start acting needy and creepy. And that actually gives you the confidence to be more of yourself. Now, when that happens, don't take advantage of it. Okay? Don't power trip and take control over his emotions because of the confidence that they're giving you. When that happens, talk to him. Say, hey, I'm not happy the way this relationship is. There's a reason why you're watching this video, okay? And when they start acting needy and creepy, that's your sign to actually have those strong and uncomfortable conversations. And the reason why I say this is because it's not that being manipulative, because it sort of is what allows you to have these talks, but that sometimes you just feel insecure, and sometimes you need to see that they actually care for you to have those talks. Right? Not everyone is at the same place of confidence, right? And so I understand why a lot of people may watch this video because of that. All right? So the silence, when you stop trying, creates uncertainty, which makes them seek certainty on your behalf. They start to think, maybe I haven't done enough. Your effort may have been hiding an unequal dynamic. You trying too hard, trying to impress them. It hit the unequal dynamic. When you stop compensating, they can finally see the imbalance. They finally see the imbalance. They see that in reality, they were taking you for granted, and they sense that maybe you might walk away because of that. They realize maybe you finally woke up. Some people are unconsciously in that situation, right? Some of these guys understand that they're taking you for granted, but sometimes they need to get a whoop in the ass for them to wake up. And sometimes they're just reacting to the fact that you're not expecting anything from them because you're just so accommodating, so needy, So creepy, right? You're not setting any standards, and so it's only human nature for them to, not all of them, for a lot of them, but to take advantage of it, right? And so what happens next is that they start to tell themselves, if I don't act, I could lose them. Now they must make a choice: step forward and put more effort, or allow this connection to just fade away. Either way, you win. What do I mean by that? Is that no matter what happens, okay, when you stop trying, you put them in a very uncomfortable situation. You either step up and put more effort, because I know that you're not putting effort, and I know I'm the one who's keeping this thing going, or you let me walk away. And the thing is that what people hide the most when you find yourself in an imbalanced situation is their true feelings. They hide it because of leverage. Sometimes they do know that this is imbalance, and they don't do nothing about it because they're gaining too much from it. Why do I need to ruin a good thing? This is why I prefer that from the beginning to do nothing. All you gotta do is make yourself available to the guy. Be open to his acts of romanticism. If he doesn't know he likes you, all you gotta do is smile at him a little bit more than most people. If he talks to you, you react to him with a little bit more energy than most people. If he wants to, if you see him somewhere, you try to sit close to him so that he can sense your presence. It's his job to do everything else. There's no need for you to give him gifts. There's no need for you to set up all of the dates. All you gotta do is just smile and say, yes, Papi, and let him do all of the work. If he feels like he's entitled and you have to do that, well, that's not the kind of guy that you want. You want him to fear losing you. You want him to sense that losing you is a painful experience, right? So remember, once you stop putting effort, the magic is that, one, they start to ask themselves, are they losing interest? Okay? And sometimes that means that you stop texting him, you stop calling him, because you sense that you're the one who's keeping this thing going. They start asking themselves, maybe I haven't done enough, which causes them to actually become more romantic, which causes them to self-reflect and say, okay, maybe I did something to cause this, right? And it's crazy. You don't have to bother the guy to get him to come to that conclusion. All you got to do is just stop putting effort. Your energy will change. And last but not least, they'll start asking themselves, if I don't act, I could lose them. What are you going to do about that, big boy? Are you going to let her lose? Are you going to lose her to Tyrone, the personal trainer? Right? And are you going to let her walk away? All you got to do is do something. All you got to do is do some act of romanticism. All you got to do is put more effort. And this is why you have to demand effort from guys. Don't let men do the minimum for you. Okay? He has to be clear. I always tell this to women, go for the easy ones. The easy ones are the ones that show you they like you from the beginning. The easy ones are the ones that tell you they like you, that do all of the work, that you don't have to watch my channel to get something, to get them to make any effort. It's something that comes from within. All right? For one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org by clicking on the description down below, and check out my course, The Commitment Formula, where I talk more about this topic. Take care.